It's me, Kat. I am back yet with another video. All right. How's it going, everybody out there? How's it going? Let me grab my other notebook. Grab these notebooks while I'm at it. How's it going? Guess I had a pretty okay day at work. It was busy, but wasn't too stressful. It was okay today. All right, let me see. Let me see what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about last night and this morning. That's what we're going to talk about. And if you was on the live yesterday, which nobody was. Somebody came on for a second and they hopped right off. Which that's what it looked like. It just happened today. But anyway, somebody hopped on, hopped off. Nobody viewed the live. If you would have viewed the live, you would have got a hit. Now, like I said, it seemed like whenever I talk about something, blase Skippy, it's not right in your face. It's not right in your face, but it's always there. So, let's go back to, I don't want to go too far back because we hit. So, I want to go straight from the hit. Okay, so we were on, which I think I did it already, but I just want to make sure I'm on the right page. Okay. So we were doing I just need my book to tell me what the number was. So hold on a second. So yeah, we had 747. They gave us the 216. So we're gonna go back there. We're just gonna go back there, even though this is a new month. So the new month is gonna yield new things alone. But in order to even begin the new month, you had to even see where you were at on the 30th. So this was the morning on the 30th. That was the morning. So you already know we wrote out that this was 18. And I put a 3 and I put a 1 there. And so I did this here. And I got a 6. And I also did that. I also did that. So if you want to recheck the live from yesterday evening, this was here. And then I remember I said, we're going right here. So then I did like a little circle, and I'm like, oh, I messed that up. But when I was doing that, I was on this side. You couldn't see. The camera didn't show you that. But guess what they got? It was 216. 216. They got 216. I played 3. I did like this. This is what I played. You got it. Even if you would have played it like this, you still would have got it because the fireball was a 3. The fireball was the 3. Even if you would have played this, or even if you would have came up here, then but nothing was really here except for that 2. But it was 216. 216 was the number. That's how the order came out. You know, if you switch it up, the less of money you get paid. But that was the number. That was the number that came out. Flat out. I mean, even if we would have took that 7, say if you would have took the 7 and you would have tried to see what the 7 bring. Remember the last time I was talking about where I get the 1 from? The 1 was the 7-1. Even if you would have been trying to figure out what the 7 will bring, you still got a pair. You got a pair out of it. You got a pair out of it at least. And the other numbers was this. What they do, change that to a 2, maybe. That probably would have been a 9, maybe. Who knows? But it was up here plain as day. So that was the number from last night. That's what we got. The proof was in the pudding on that. And it was 216. That was a 2. It was a 216. It was 8, 9. So naturally, that was last night. So it's a new month. With that being said, you got new games. New month, new games. It's just that simple. So with the new games, I mean, you never know where they want to take it. And I'm not saying they still even going to continue this pattern this month. Who knows? We got to see, because that was only one. This is just the start of the month. So we got to see where you got to do a back test. You got to do a rundown. You got to do a back test to see where they're going to go, where they're going to be going. You got to see where they're going to be going. So if you would have did this, and then you would have did it like I said, yeah, 18. The number that came out today, 580. That was the number that came out today. How would you would have known? Who knows? So you could have, this is 10, maybe. I don't know. Who would have known? Uh, you would have, what, you got an 8? Uh, 1 minus 6 equal 5. So you got an 8, 5. Um, hold on. I did write this down. Wait a minute. I did write this down. Let me make sure I did. Ooh. Somebody trying to have some fun outside, I guess. Let me see something. I think I turned this phone off. Oh, no, it's still on. All right. I was trying to log into my lottery post account because I got the premium, so you could see any year. No, I don't want to save nothing. You can see any year if you had the premium. Okay, so we got a 1. So you had a 1. So even if you played 501, you wouldn't have got top money. 581, 815, 810. So they kept that 1, even though that wasn't the original number. That wasn't the original number, but you still would have got paid with that number. So that was a 3, 1. Like I said, these numbers is the +3 +5 right here, and these are the numbers from out of the legend. This is just what I'm doing right here. So say if this is a new month. So when you got a new month, you got a chance to do something new. And this is what we're going to do right now today with each other. That way you can learn something, I can learn something. We all can learn something. So we had the 216. 216 gave us a 9. So if we wrote down this, I just want to see something. So say if we subtract one, so say, just looking at it, I never thought about doing this before. This is just something I'm doing right now. So we got this right here. So say if we got this right here, you're going to subtract that. And then you're going to take this side. You're going to subtract that side. You got that. Then you could take a 1 or a 6. because it's in this suit right here. You could have played that. You still would have won. You wouldn't have won it straight. But this is just something I just did right now. This is just something that we testing. You gotta back test. You gotta see what it could do. Now this is something that I do because I believe that it plays a part in it. So we're on 10, 1. So 1. And 9. So we're just gonna see where they want to go with it. This is just something that you could have done, but like I said, when we did this right here, you add that, add that, add that. Not saying it's even gonna come like that all the time. You got your total, and it was just like that. Magic. And I'm not saying they're gonna do it this evening. They could. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be prepared for them to do whatever they're gonna do. So if you got a 580 and you know, I'm not saying my memory shot because it ain't, but the short term of it be. So we got a 580. So you can sit back and look and see on lottery posts to see what a 5A could bring. You could sit back and do that. Or you can sit back and do something on your own. You could sit back and do something on your own. You could say a 2. You could do that. You could say a 3. Because either way this go, this is a 3. Either way it go. Even if you minus or you add or subtract. That's a 3. This is a 2. You want to know why it's a 2? Because it's a 10. This is 0. It's a 10. So you got that. I mean, that's just me looking at it. You can say you got a 3-2 pair. Who knows? I don't know. I will have to go on lottery posts and look and see all of the numbers, what they do after you get on the back end, this number or that number, to see what it could bring. Because even though you got this and this, you still could do a 5, you still could do an 8. That's if you add them, but it's already there. So I probably would subtract it. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at it. That's just looking at it. Not saying that that's what they're going to do, but that's just looking at it. So you got 580 equals 13. Today is the 1st. I'm just looking up here. I'm trying to just look up here and trying to see for myself. Is it something else that would have... I just want to know. If it was something else that probably from here, though, I'm just looking from here, that would have possibly given me a clue that it was going to be that, which, no. So you just would have had to take the number and do a 8 and a 5. You got your 5-8 pair. So you could take your number. You can get you a 3-2 pair. Or you can get you a, yeah. You can get you a 3-5. Oh, wait a minute. You could get a 2-5 pair. 2-5. Where you get a 2-5 from? Because if you looking right here, you take the number and you doing this, they did that. So 10 minus 5 is 5. Even if you plus it, still the 5. And then if you do that one, 2, you can do that. Or, same thing I just did here. Or you can do that one. Then you'll have to know what they bringing down. If they're going to keep one of these, which it could be this one, and then you just put the 3 right there. Could be. I'm not saying that's what they're going to do. But, hey, could be. Could be. They could take this number right here and now don't be like, what you doing with that? Yeah, I'm going to keep it like that. I don't know what it is. Okay, so I got 5 plus 5 is a 0. 5 times 2 is a 0. 1 times 0 is a 0. And the reason why I'm putting in 1 because it's still a 10. So what if they keep the same 10? 0, 0 is a 0. So that's still the same thing. I'm getting a 5-2 pair. And then you got a 8 or 5. Change that to, nope. Maybe 5s can go to 2s. 5s can go to 5s can go to 2s. You might not think they can, but they can. 3, 1. 0, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's 2. That's the plus 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it changes to a 5. So that's how you know it could turn to a 2. So you still got a 2-5 pair. Okay, so that's just, like I said, it's a new month. So we got to figure out what they're going to do. And these are just some suggestions. So say if we go on here, see if they go back here. See if they go back here with it. I think I counted that wrong. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. This is 16. You have 16. 6 is a 4 or a 5. I think I kind of remember that now. Down there, it's a 4 or 5. Up here, it's going to be 1 and a 9. And so you got your 3, you got your 1, you got your 9, it could go back. It could go back to not messing with the other stuff. I'm not gonna say it's not, but it could. The pattern could go back to not messing with this stuff, but who knows? We don't know yet. It's gonna take a couple days. I just know that they did this. So you can't sleep on that. You're just not gonna sleep on that. But you gotta check something. Look at this. Hold on. So I got my legend. So you got your legend. You're going to say A equals a 2 or 3. A equals a 2 or 3. So what if you put that 2 or 3 down there and you put your 3 and 1 up there? So you did that. So, so say if you did that. This right here is a total of 5. That's a total of 5. That equals 5. You still got your 8. This equals 0. This equals 1. This was was the fireball. That was the fireball, right? Let me make sure. I don't remember. I didn't write it down. I thought I put it over there. Yeah. It's right here. So this one number, and that's just something I'm peeping right now. This is something I'm just peeping right now. I did not peep it before. We're peeping it together. So this one number right here, this one number gave us the whole you dig. It gave us the whole you dig. So what if this number give us the whole you dig? What if? Not saying it is, but what if? So I got the whole you dig out of here. If they don't try to be slick with it, because you got to look at that. So say if we got this here. Because we did, just want to make sure, 6 equals 4 or 5. So you got a 6. You got a 9. You got a 0. That's on one end. You got a 6. You got a 9. You got a 1 on the back end. And I'm just going by here. So if we said 8 equals a 2 or 3, and the number was 580, this total was a 5, this total 9, this was a 0. So you got 5, 8, 0. The fireball was a 1. So you have 5, 8, 1. All in that. So what if we got 6, 9, 0, 6, 9, 1. And this is just something we doing this right now together. So it's not, who knows? I don't know. I'm not psychic. And like I said, somebody from Lottery World could watch this and flip it all the way however they want to. They don't process my stuff till after the draw anyway. And I do my videos hours ahead of time. So that's just because that's what they want to do. All right. So we're going to go back here again. So you got a 3, 2. Was that 3, 2? 2, 5. 2, 5. 3, yeah, 3, 2 pair. 5, 2 pair. 3, 2 pair. 5, 2 pair. You got this. You possibly got something from here. And let's see what we got here. If we just looking. What if they just do this from this morning? Like they did right here. You got 3, 6, 1. Okay, what if they ain't fooling with that? What if they on this side? And they say 4, 1, 8. 4. They leave the 8 and go 8, 488. I'm going to get back into those trees real soon. I'm not into them right now because whatever was going on with them. But I'm seeing some stuff. I'm seeing some stuff with it. I seen something with them. I'm going to show it to you, but not right now. I'm going to show it to you, but not right now because I'm trying to make sure that it is what I could see. So, okay. So we're back on this. So what if they just decide to just take this today and do a repeat? We had this before. We had this. Like I said, they could go this way. Or if they going back with that and we're using an 801, I don't know when they're going to be done with that pattern. They did not use it. They did not use it this morning, right? They didn't use it this morning because it's a new month. They used what I showed you, this right here. That's what they used. So say if this was, we're just going to look at this for a second. So say if this was how they got the pair. we just gonna say, we just gonna elaborate on it. Say if that is how they got it. We just gonna say if that is. So we'll take a 3 and a 0. We'll take an 8 and a 6. Oh no, we subtracted. So now we adding. Okay, I want to subtract again. I don't want to add right now. So that's still 3. That's still 0. So that's still 3. That's still 0. It's a 2. So I got 2. Or maybe it's an 8 still. I don't know. But we're going 2, 0. And then we're going 5, 0. Again. So, in doing that, you know, I'll take a 5. I'll take an 8. That's the same number, so I don't think they're going to do that today. They're not going to do that. They probably add. Because it's the same number. 8 and a 0. All I'm doing is taking these numbers off each pair. 0 and a 5. So, it's a possibility they could add it, which is still the same number, 3, 0, 8, 6, 5, 0. So then I'll take the numbers. So I got 8 on 1, 5 on 1. I got an 8 on 1, a 0 on 1. I got a 0 on 1, a 5 on 1. Same thing. Almost same thing if you add. It's just, the middle is different. This is different. Now, I'm not saying that's what they're going to do. They could be just saying forget you and they still multiplying, which I doubt. I don't know. To me, it don't look like they did it up here, even though I didn't even do that rundown. I went with what they was doing. So you got to use your tools. You got to use your tools. So let's just elaborate on this right quick. Let's elaborate on that. So say if we were doing that and we already know the number was 580, right? So say if we did a grid. So say if we did a grid on it. Let's see what that would have done. Probably nothing. It's a new month, so ain't no telling. This grid might not even be valid no more. Might have to redo it. Might have to rearrange it. So, you got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no 7, 8, 9. So you know you ain't got no 7. So we know a 7 wasn't even in there. We got a 1 from the hit song. 10, 1 is a 1. That's the reason why we circled a 1. If you don't forgot, I want to know again. So you got if that's what they did, but who knows? They could have did anything. But I'm just saying, we already know what the number is. So you could just look at it. You could just look at this and then associated with that. This right here, nothing, because the ball was the one. It was the one already. So now that's just checking that out. That's just checking that out because I haven't done it. So see if we check it out today. And I want to test it a different way because I've been doing it one. Hold on, let's see. So see if we took this and flipped it. See if I took it and flipped it. And I flipped it meaning it's still the same number. I just flipped the last two. And you still got your one. So it's nothing over here. And you still got this, but it went this way. So you got a 1 still. What was the hit sum earlier? The hit sum was a 9, right? So let's see something. I just want to see the hit sum being a 9. The hit sum being a 9, that would have gave you an 8 under and a 0 above. And then it would have gave you this miscellaneous stuff because it didn't have nothing to do with the number. That's just checking that out. This hit sum is a 13. So we right here. So what if we here with it again? What if we on that pair that I said? 3-2 pair. What if you're on a 2-5 pair? What was else? So hold on. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you got a 4 and a 9 out of here. What's out of this when I flipped it? What was out? Let's see. Still the 7. When I flipped it, the 7 was still out. So you got a 4 and a 9 out. So what if that means they're gonna be out? What if that means that they're gonna be out? Not saying they is. So if they're gonna be out, then this not gonna be valid. Because these are 2 9s. Then you wouldn't use that. That's just saying if. What if the 4 is out? You definitely know you're not gonna use that. You got this, you got that. So you know you got a 5-2 pair, 3-2 pair. 2-5 pair, 3-2 pair. That's just something to think about. That's just something to think about. There's just something to elaborate on. So you're just gonna sit back, redo your rundown, and re-elaborate on, and just sit back and just look at it. Just sit back and look. You don't want to write too much stuff down. You don't want to write too many numbers down. And like I said, I'm re-looking at something with those trees. So I'm going to elaborate on some stuff and We'll see you next time.